really taste the history in this town.
Oh yeah, just
Gotta love it, man.
tell me when, brother. You want two? Or we'll do one,
I'll do two.
two.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Boop.
Get that ice cube rolling around in there.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna drink this a little slow.
Yep, same.
So for the ones who are currently watching everything else, if you're seeing this tomorrow, which is going to be September 19th, so it's supposed to be me and Justin on here. However, we did record today, which is Thursday. I'll be honest with you though. Like I said, I'm still. What am I hitting buttons over here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just this. It just
okay.
changes like different things.
I was like, is that what happened yesterday and this morning?
Yeah, right. So for some of y'all don't know, I'm new to this and everything else, and yeah, I messed up and I did not delete some of the recordings that were already on my SD card. So therefore, the podcast I did yesterday with Dakota and the podcast I did today, none of it, and I repeat, none of it had any.
Said a little.
Yeah, had
As soon
any
as you turn it on.
voice. Dude, I was so. Oh my gosh, dude, I knew I should have checked it yesterday because, like, whenever we got finished with our podcast, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it and everything else. Well, I never got to it because it was like midnight. I was like, I need to go to bed. So, and if y'all see me on my computer stuff, I'm just like doing a little bit of research and stuff and making sure that everything is going to be okay. So, first of all, cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Whoa, that's strong. Y'all can make fun of me if you want, but
Stout.
I am going to have a little bit of a chaser with this, and I'm pouring some.
Tell me how it tastes. I don't want to ruin it in case it doesn't taste good.
No free brand deals.
Yeah, can't have all that.
See what happens. Okay, that's good. So the Brothers Bond is really good, as we discussed yesterday. And yeah, we opened up this bottle yesterday and recorded a whole hour and 44 minutes with no voice. So it's beautiful.
It's kind of like those black and white movies back in the day. They would talk, but nothing came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically that.
So it's really not bad. Do you want to do a little bit of a chaser or what?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, you can just have the rest of it. There's not a whole lot left in there. Well, actually, it's like a quarter left.
I'll do the job.
But for all you don't know, this is Brothers Bond. It's really good. It's just straight bourbon whiskey. I mean, it's 40% alcohol, 8% proof, or 80 proof. So it is pretty good.
Not bad.
It's not bad. I would like to try it with some Sprite and maybe a lime. I think that'd be good. Maybe a little bit of salt too, just like a little bit of Himalayan salt or something like that. Yeah, just like I do on my steaks.
What was that guy's name
I
that did the salt trick?
I don't know.
Can't remember. It was. I'm thinking that guy every time.
Yep. I do that sometimes whenever I'm just like want to be a little fancy with my steaks. I'm just cooking $15 steaks and
yeah.
Not,
there's only one that gets the sprinkle.
Yeah. That's the one that usually has the most marbling. So brother, welcome back on the podcast. The first time we were here, we did a tester video, and then the first actual video was with Justin, which was really good. For y'all, like I stated before, we did record, but however, me learning about this and everything else and going through the process, and it just goes to show not everybody's perfect, and not everything goes as planned, right? So when life throws you a curveball, just hope it hits you, like you hit it down the line in the middle, right? So you don't swing and miss. However, I swung and missed twice with 2 videos, and this is the third one. If I get striked out, I'm gonna be mad. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, so dude, we kind of talked yesterday for an hour and 44 minutes and dived in, so we're gonna dig in a little bit about that yesterday again. So again, welcome back, man. I'm glad to have you back. For all y'all that don't know, or haven't watched the first video, this is Dakota. He's been my best friend for about 5.5 years, maybe 6 years now. and we both have kind of similar backgrounds and stuff like that. He doesn't have military or law enforcement. However, we have the same kind of rough life to now getting gradually in a better life and better mindset and stuff like that. He used to be a business owner, still owns part of a business for lawn care. I used to be a business owner as well, which I'll dig into later. I don't know if I'll dig into this podcast or maybe I'll just wait till a little bit later. Um, but yeah, dude, I heard you told me the other day you just got your twit card in the mail, or not in the mail. You went and picked it up and everything else. It was ready, and now you fly out on the 29th.
Yeah, where
The
the
29th?
date got changed from the 22nd to the 29th.
Yeah, because of like helicopters or something like
Yeah,
that.
they can't get any helicopters.
Yeah.
POV's got all of them booked up right now.
So,
So
for all you don't know, he's a rope access tech. He was working for Akron here out of Lake Charles and just got moved to a better company and everything else. And go ahead and explain exactly what all you do and where you're going.
well, so with the rope access portion, so you know how scaffolding works in the refineries. We deplete that away because scaffolding it'll take a week to build, do the job, a week to demolish. You give us 2 harnesses, a bag of rope, and some slings. We go up and we're done in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So anything that you need done, welding, electricity work, plumbing, painting, pipe fitting, anything you need done, we can do it from a rope.
Yeah.
Now it's an extensive week-long course you got to take, and it's a license. You got to learn how to rescue, learn your knots. It's basically Boy Scouts, just cooler.
Yeah.
Because the knots you're using, you're actually going to be using, not like, oh, learn how to do a henchman's knot for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
We use henchman's knots
I
all
don't,
the
I
time.
don't even know what that is. So
I'll
I
have
mean,
to show you
when I
one
worked
day.
for Asplin Tree Service, we had to learn a whole bunch of knots, how to, rappel from the trees and stuff like
Mhm.
that and whatnot. And then also in the military. But yeah, I have no
In the
idea.
military, the Munter knot is what y'all use to rappel.
Yep. So
We use that as a, uh-oh, my equipment just broke, throw in a Munter knot and descend, get down.
yeah,
But that's one of those uh-ohs. We don't just make those.
Yeah.
That's a, I need to get out of here now
yeah,
type situation. But yeah, no, we basically just, we can do anything that can be done on the ground, just in the air from a rope.
Well,
And
that's cool.
so been doing that going on 5 years now. I was here in Westlake doing that at Lyondale and Sassaw and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now I'm going offshore. Kind of excited about that because hanging 200 feet above the water, that's 2,000 feet deep. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be cool for me. It's something new to see, something new to do. But anything other than that, it's just we make the job go by quicker.
Yeah.
Quicker,
Yeah.
easier, smoother. You don't even know we're there half the time.
Yeah. And it's also nice to, some businesses like that and stuff. It's nice to be able to have those hands that can get the job done quicker and also do it correctly as well. So, you know, definitely good that you're good at it and everything else. Now you're level 2,
Yeah, I'm
about to be a
level 2.
level 3,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Been talking with the guys that just hired me, and they said go to this hitch, come home, and we'll probably send you for your 3s because they need a bunch of level 3s out
Yeah.
there. Which level 3s is your field supervisor.
Yeah.
They either rig the rope or we teach the other guys how to rig it. We just make sure it's done correctly. We mainly just do all the paperwork. But
Yeah.
I've met a lot of level 3s that love working, love them to death. I've met some that don't care to work; they just want to watch you work.
Yeah.
And you know me. I like getting in there, getting dirty. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it, honestly, to get in and actually, if they do give me my 3s, then it'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. 'Cause I know like, you had a pretty significant crash that delayed a lot of things, stuff like that. Now you have a rather large scar on your arm and stuff, and cut
Mhm.
open by a fillet, basically. And
Yeah.
it kind of put a little damper in this new job that you got hired on. I mean, you got hired on what, last month, and then you had like it was the same week that you got. Hey, he's like, you want this job? You said yes, and it was like that same week that you ended up getting into the crash.
It was the next day.
Was it the next day?
Literally,
Yeah, I knew it was close.
Took the call, said, "Yeah, I'm coming to y'all." Quit my first job, went to that one. The next day, boom, crash.
Yeah, and that definitely put a damper in things. So,
Oh yeah.
but hey, we're here now.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to fly out. So
Yeah, make some money. So, man, I am happy for you and stuff like that. And so, I I'm gonna try to dig into some of the stuff that we dug in yesterday, and not sound like a broken record between you and I. However, nobody else here listened to it because there's no
Nobody
audio.
knows.
So, um, man, so tell us kind of like about the crash. I know you said you were coming home and everything else. You were hanging out with some friends, and I know that road that you were on was pretty dangerous. Like it's not very wide, first of all,
Yeah.
and like if anybody knows, like coming from what was it, Cameron Parish or whatever, or
Hmm.
Holly Beach here in Louisiana, the roads are terrible.
Oh
They
yeah,
they
they're
are trash.
small, r-
Alligators always hanging out on the side,
everywhere.
like they're
It's
sunbathing, and
insane.
so
Yeah, no, we were just we were at the beach just hanging out and went to go to leave and go around the corner, start going, and I happened to just look over and I sit up in the seat. As soon as I put my hand back on the wheel, because it was point 0.2 seconds, I literally just grabbed the seat, sat up real quick because I was slouched. I didn't like it.
yeah,
As soon as I grabbed the wheel, truck veered left, and so there was actually a line of cars. Don't know how I made it happen, but when I locked up the brakes and I yanked the wheel to miss the car, also missed the telephone pole, rolled the truck twice, and went straight through the windshield into the ravine.
yeah,
So then the water threw me back in the truck, sliced my arm wide open.
yeah.
But yeah, I really don't know how the crash even happened. Just one minute I was going, the next minute there I am. I'm in the ravine. Truck's rolled, and I'm in the windshield. So
Yeah. You've
definitely, my three biggest fears was rolling a truck, going through a windshield, and crashing in the water. And I did them all in the same crash.
Hey, there you go. And you've had some significant crashes here lately because you also crashed a motorcycle. I say lately, but that was
Yeah,
9 months ago. We all know what happened with that one, but you just sometimes,
gotta
life
slow down.
in life we make poor decisions, and just how that happened.
Just gotta learn from them.
Unfortunately, that night was a poor decision, and
Hmm.
we won't dig too deep into that. But yeah, dude. Now that we got your back up and your bike up and running, we decided we're gonna go ahead and chop up my bike.
Yep,
That was interesting.
it was
Um,
fun. It was a
for
late night.
for everybody that knows, I'm a woodworker. I am not a mechanic or a metal worker. So um, when it came down to it, I was driving home one day, got home, and I sat in the garage for about 10 minutes. And Dakota rolls up and he's like, he just nonchalantly starts talking to me. I was like, hey, man, it's like, hear me out.
There's the phrase.
And whenever you hear me out in
Get
this
ready. It's wild.
in this house, I always come up with something. Hear me out. And I said, what if we bob this thing? Now, this was at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I got back from the gym. You just got back from doing whatever you were doing. And I said, hey, let's hear me out. Why don't we just bob this thing out and make it look cool? And sure enough, I was like, it's only a $14,000 motorcycle. What's the worst that can happen? I'll just buy the parts back if I ruin it. And we spent from, I think it was like we started around 6 in the afternoon and ended at 3:30 in the morning. Finished the bike.
Look great.
It looks great. It's going to go for powder coat and everything else. However, we did make a little trip or tried going to Beaumont the other night, and this is whenever you learn that checking over your work is very important.
Mm-hmm. Don't
So
don't get too excited about what you did. Make
yeah,
sure it's done right.
so I had Dakota sit on the back of the bike or sit on the bike, and we're like, oh, let's just see if this, the ride height is good and everything else. Mind you, Dakota's 150, 160 pounds. Actually, I think you're like 170 now, right? And I'm 215, almost 220 pounds. So there's a little bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I had Dakota sit on it and see if it was enough clearance and stuff with the bolt that we had to move and customize the seat bracket and stuff like that, which was pretty dope. Um, well, unfortunately, whenever we decided to go take this ride, my big back ass, we were riding. The next thing you know, you start seeing a little bit of smoke in the back, and like we're already 30 minutes into this ride, and nobody noticed it because we're doing
We're
this,
having fun.
we're doing the speed in Mexico,
Yeah.
and well, Dakota waves at me, says pull over. So we pull over and we're on the side of the interstate, and we both look at the back tire and there's a whole new tread line in the tire.
It's a perfect tread line, though. It looks like it's meant to be there.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you.
And I'm like, where the heck did this come from? And we look underneath the fender, which is like a 1 inch
I don't even think
gap.
it's an inch, brother.
Yeah. And hey, when I say fitment is true, that fender's right in that tire. There's no, there's no fitment. It's laying
Yeah.
on that tire, including when I'm on it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the bolt that holds the seat down went through, like it was long enough to tear up the tire tread and made a whole new tread line in the tire. So it smoked for 30 minutes and made a whole new tread line. We traveled for like another 15 minutes and then a white line appeared and we're like, this is not good. So we pulled over at a gas station and we both looked at each other. And we looked up. I was like, how much farther is Beaumont from here? And I was like looking, I was like, it's another 45-minute drive to our location that we need to be at. I think we just best bet we just turn back around, go to the tap room or something, have some drinks and make some pizza. So that's what we ended up doing.
Pizza always hits.
Dude, hey,
That cheese bread was the best.
yeah, the cheese bread was pretty good, but that's another thing. Always check over your work. Always check over your work.
That's why we won't be chopping my bike up at all.
Yeah.
It's going to the shop.
Like some people, like if you're ever woodworking, you understand that you gotta check your measurements twice, because if you don't, you just measure once, cuss the next time because you done messed up. So measure twice, cuss once. Hope it all works out. I don't know. I try to figure it out. I'm just like, I'm pretty good with it now. I've been doing woodworking since I was 12 years old. But it's one of them things that you just like, you try to figure out for a first timer and like, this is good enough. 13 5/8. The next thing you know, you're half an inch off because you don't take the accountability of the wood and stuff like that or whatever you're measuring. So, including with like if you look at like the little piece that hooks on the end of the board or whatever, it takes like a 16th out, and you gotta take account for that. So you always gotta be on point. That's why. Well, I'm not gonna get too deep into the wood cutting here, but how it works for me is like I'm gonna make my line, and I'm gonna cut on the outside of it.
I always cut the outside.
Yeah. If not, I'm cutting straight on the line to make up for that 16th of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
I got like a hair or something in my eyeball. It hurts. Right, an eyelash. But yeah, man, that was a journey for us and whatnot. But
then we look at my tire.
We look at your tire and we
wire.
we realize there's wire on the. And you do too many burnouts on yours though.
Burnouts are cool, man. Look, when a 5-year-old says burnout, you do a burnout, okay? Because I used to be that 5-year-old. You used to be that 5-year-old.
I used to be that 5-year-old.
Now I get to be the guy that does it for the 5-year-olds. It's really exciting.
Yeah, you should go back to that child and be like, hey, I need some money.
I need like $20
for my tire tread. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that. I need that money back.
Yeah, honestly, like I want to ride it tomorrow so bad, but
yeah,
I'm gonna think on it and I'm gonna see because where I'm going tomorrow is a 30-minute ride. As long as I ain't goosing it in Mexico, we'll be all right.
Yeah,
and it's like maybe not. Just take the old Civic.
Yeah,
AC.
AC is better than no AC. Let me tell you something. The bike is nice.
The bike is
nice until you get stopped by a red light or a train, and now you're sitting there and you're cooking
or
on
traffic.
Yeah, or traffic, and you're sitting there just cooking.
Remember that day going to Galveston? We got caught in that traffic in Texas.
Oh yeah,
that was awful.
Yeah,
but it was 32 degrees outside. We were cold.
It was 32. Yeah. So a little bit about this trip. We ended up last year. We ended up going to Galveston, Texas, and I got off of work at 5:30 p.m. And this was just a quick trip. We're like, hey, let's go to Galveston. Like I just got my bike. I think
really planned it that morning.
Literally,
we were all at work.
Yeah, and so it was me, Dakota, and we had our friend Brooke there, and so we all agreed like, hey, let's just go make a quick trip to. And Will, I can't forget about Will.
Will was
but
there.
Will took this truck though. He didn't have a bike,
but he carried all of the bags.
He did carry all the bags, which
Thank
was
God.
That was a blessing in disguise. However, on the way back, it was
not fun.
But So it was about 6 p.m. I got home, showered, changed, and everything else, got ready. But he didn't leave the house till about 7:30. Then we all fueled up on Ryan Street, and then we headed out. It's probably about 7:45, almost 8 o'clock at night when we left, and it's a 3.5 hour
It was
drive.
dark.
Yeah, and so we were riding the motorcycles in 32-degree weather, and if y'all never rode a motorcycle um and it be cold, let me tell you something.
No
It
matter
was
how many layers we had
Oh
on,
my gosh, dude!
it was cutting us.
I had like 3 fleeces on and a big old heavy Sherpa
Hmm.
jacket, and
You looked the warmest out of everybody.
I looked like the Michelin Man on a motorcycle. I can't even talk right now. I've already had 3 of these from the prior podcast that we shot today, and unfortunately, none of it's going through because
It's okay.
the amateur hour.
Yeah, it's all right. That was I had long johns on, and I put work pants on, my
Yeah.
thick FR pants. It didn't help.
Yeah,
I was so cold.
and it didn't help the fact that none of us have like the wind visor, the
Yeah,
wind
no.
guard or anything, and so well, Brooke did, but you'd have to get low,
You need to lay
and
down on your belly.
she's the only one that had the sports bike, and we had the 2 Harleys,
Mm-hmm.
and so we drove from Lake Charles all the way to Galveston, Texas, at 8 o'clock at night. Didn't get there until
It
11:30.
was like 11:30. Thank God Doc Holidays was still open.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy that place was open.
Yeah, so we ended up going to get food from a restaurant and we ended up getting Airbnb for that night. And uh, yeah, y'all went out. I went to bed, and it was good. It was a good time because this was the first time I got a bike in like 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I've only had it for 2 weeks. So I was like, I need to go.
Let's go.
Yeah, like just a new rider vibe.
The ride back was nice because the sun was out, but it was
Ye-
still kind of cold that morning.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
so we wake up the next morning and straight up leave. We leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and checkout wasn't until like 11. But we left so early, so we were there less than 24 hours, and we drove back another 3.5 hours. Now the ride back was nice because it was, one, daylight, and 2, there was sunshine because it was cold at nighttime. So
Yeah, what was that? That was the second week of December we went.
I
It's like,
think so, yeah.
yeah, we just went.
Yep.
It was like the 15th or
Yeah,
something.
because we were doing like a little Christmas thing. Like, hey, let's go do this. Next time we're gonna go get dressed up. I'm gonna be Santa Claus. You can be an elf.
Maybe.
I mean,
We'll see.
get,
Be a tall elf, but
no. What we can do is get your Harley motorcycle helmet and just get some 3D printed elf ears.
we ain't even gotta print them. Are you talking about doing the plastic ones?
Yeah, so they stay. Yeah, don't want to
I
get
don't want them
that.
flapping.
Yeah, you don't want them flapping.
We
And then
could
we
do
can get
that.
like we'll super glue a little helmet, like a little
Christmas hat to it.
yeah.
Because
whatever.
that one, it's old enough. I'm gonna go and go get another one. So we'll just do it to the old one.
Yeah,
That'd be perfect.
there you go. There you go.
That'd be fun.
We'll have to dress up on the bikes. So I mean, we did that for Halloween.
Yep.
We had.
Downfall. Your boy will not be here all of October.
Oh, you're gonna be gone.
I'll be on the rig
Oof.
all of October. Because if I fly out the 29th, I won't be back till
Oh,
November
that's
1st.
right. That's right. And
I
I leave
won't
for I leave Colorado for the first week too.
Yeah, I
So-
will not be home for October at all. Kind of sucks. I was really excited to go do something again on the bikes, but
Yeah. Dang.
money's got to be made, babe.
Yeah. Don't call me babe. You did that last time. You called me babe. That's, man. I don't know how y'all Louisiana people do it around here, but I tell you what, I don't fly that way.
It's
Okay.
just part of our lingo,
Yeah,
man.
man, babe. Nah, bro. Just call me bro. Just call me bro. Okay. God damn it.
You the one thinking of it that way. It's just,
All right.
how we
For
talk.
everybody that watches this video, I want you to go in the comments. How many times you tell another guy babe? Let me know.
If we just talking, I'm not
I need to know.
calling you,
I-
babe.
that-
It's
but
just,
listen.
it's the ending to the sentence.
Yeah, for a female, my guy. See how I call you my guy or my boy?
You don't
Come
even
on.
say my guy because you picked that up just a couple days ago.
I've always said my guy. That's an Ohio term.
And a Colorado term.
Yeah. Speaking of, so I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to go look at this cabin. there's a cabin I want to look at right outside of Fort Collins, and it's
This one you sent me or no?
no,
Okay.
it's I should have sent to you along with the multi-million-dollar homes I was also looking at, but I was like, I ain't gonna be able to afford that. So yeah, you can dream it, bro. Okay, you can
Dream
dream.
big.
That
Dream
exactly.
big.
I've dreamed of this for 5 years, and I finally created it. Now,
Turns out nice.
exactly. Now it might take me 40 years before I touch foot in one of the $2 or $3 million homes I was looking at.
Be
Oh,
all right.
Lord, was not expecting it to be that expensive out in that area.
It's Colorado, man.
Yeah. So, but it's beautiful though. It is
It's very
beautiful.
beautiful up there.
So, yeah, I want to do a little bit of traveling. I'm there from the 5th to the 9th. So I want to just for a little bit of mental health, to reset, gather my bearings, and get ready to hit again for the rest of the year. And I probably won't take another vacation for the rest of the year.
It's kind of cool you're going to a town I lived in for 5 years.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's crazy that I decided, hey, I'm gonna go to Fort Collins, stuff like that. And on the side note, I am gonna go look at their police department just in case if I love
know.
Colorado a little too much, and I decided maybe a change might be good for me.
Mm-hmm.
We might be moving this podcast to Colorado. So
That'd be cool though.
we'll see though.
So there's 2 restaurants you need to go try.
Which one?
One's called Chiba Hut.
Chiba Hut.
Chiba Hut. So they're both sandwich places.
Okay.
Chiba Hut kind of goes with your diet. It's regular sandwiches. They just put a twist on them. They're good. The other one's called Fat Shack.
That does not sound like it's on my diet.
It's not, but it's good.
And I know my coach watches this. I know Lacey watches this. She already kind of like hounds me on the alcohol that I drink, all my liquor and whiskey.
Hey, Lacey, let him go eat Fat Shack for like 1 meal. It'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because he's going to love it.
Yeah.
It's
So,
really good.
so she'll say something to me. I'm sure she'll probably text me. She'll probably watch
He's
it.
like, don't you go eat that.
Yeah. So, I actually to kind of like go off track here. I gave her. So I've been with Lacey for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful coach. I can't thank her enough for everything she's done for me and stuff like that. She is out. She's literally top one, so number one coach in Louisiana right now. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, go to her website, Lacey Pruitt. I want to say it's like LaceyPruitt.com or something like that. Hold on, I can look it up real quick. But anyway, she's been my coach for 2.5, 3 years, and she's been nothing but perfect to me. She has a lot of clients now. However, she is still accepting clients and stuff like that. So go to LaceyStrongCoaching.com. You'll find her. She's hanging out on her Corvette that she has, the beautiful Corvette. For all the ones that don't know, this is who you're gonna be looking at. So, yeah, she's been fantastic. So I gave her all of 2026. So I took off 2025, and I told her, I was like, hey, 2026, we're gonna become a monster. We're gonna get ready for 2027. 2027 is the year that I will step on stage and I will compete. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited
for you.
So
I know you getting on stage has been a big thing.
yeah, and she's kind of digged into the whole whiskey kind of thing. However, listen, I love you, Lacey, but I do now have a podcast called Anderson's Whiskey Bar Podcast. So if I'm drinking whiskey, it's because of the bar. So
Should just make you do extra.
I'm just
cardio.
a bartender here. That's about it. All right. But yeah. So if y'all are looking for a coach, if you're looking into bodybuilding, men's physique, whatever the case may be,
Women's
women,
physique.
yeah, women's physique, bikini, or if you're just looking at gaining overall health, she is the coach to go to, and I will recommend her to anybody and everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, she knows she's my number one. I told her, is like, if I ever quit bodybuilding, I'm never going to a different coach. Like, she will be always the coach I go to. I'm very jealous of her Corvette though.
I think everybody is.
Yeah, it's a C8 3LT. It is a very beautiful blue color on the exterior, and the interior is like that. I don't want to say cream, but like that Carhartt look. like a brown or a tan, whichever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it is gorgeous. And she just got engaged. So
I seen that.
yeah, she got, well, I say just got engaged, but she's been engaged for a few months now and everything else. She just had her little party and stuff, bachelorette party or whatever it's called. And uh, she's just living the life. I'm happy for her. But yeah, if some of y'all don't know, she is an IFBB pro. She's a cancer survivor, and she's a 6 times coach award winner here in Louisiana. And she also has several new IFBB pros here just this year. And yeah, I can actually go to her results. Let's see here. I might be able to pull it up. I wonder if they have the numbers on here. I don't know. All I know is that she has some really good clientele. She's a very loyal coach as well, and she'll never steer you wrong. Never.
Oh no. I've spoke to her through email once or twice,
Yeah.
and just asking questions because at the time I was talking to her, couldn't really afford a coach, but I was like, hey, I got questions, and she's like, oh, I got you, come here.
Yeah.
And she helped me with everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
She's like, this is crazy. This was what, 4 years ago?
I've been with her for 2 years, so probably back whenever I first started is probably when you did it. Probably feels like 4 years ago because Lord, I feel like I've been in Louisiana for 10.
Been here. Actually, I'm going on 10 years right now.
I think I'm going on 6, maybe 7.
Well, no, we're going on 9. It's 9 years now.
So, yeah, this is my 6th year. Yeah, this is my 6th because I got here in 2019. So
yeah,
it's 2025. But yeah, man. So since I kind of went off track and everything else, we're gonna kind of like backtrack back to Colorado here. Are you already needing some more? Dang, my guy.
It's a little warm in this hoodie. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm in shorts right now. It's just warm over here.
Yeah.
A little thirsty. It's okay.
I mean, shoot, you had 5 of them yesterday during our podcast. Hey, for everybody wondering, that podcast was an hour and 44 minutes long.
It didn't even feel like it.
Yeah, an hour and 44 minutes of no voice. When I tell you I uploaded that today, I was so mad. Exactly. Look at that, we're a bunch of puppets with no noise. I was so mad at myself. That's a pretty good mixture right there. Brothers Bond with some Coca-Cola, sugar-free, just in case Lacey gets on here and listens.
I don't think it really matters with the amount of sugar that's in the bottle. So actually, it kind of makes me wonder.
I don't even know if it says it on there. You might have to do like the little research on it. But for all the ones that should know, coming up in October, Lacey Pruitt will be the next guest and everything else. Yep. She's going to come. And let me tell you, if you all want to know how to become an entrepreneur and be a coach or learn about health and everything else and about a fitness journey and stuff, and even about cancer too, she is, I believe it's 3 times she has beaten cancer, and she is a monster. She is the person to talk to, the person to listen to, the person to understand. She has been through it all. So she will be the next guest in October, and it's going to be a good one. You're not going to want to miss it. And with that being said, I want y'all to, if you could, go to YouTube at Anderson's Whiskey Bar Podcast where you're watching this, and I want you to subscribe, and if you could, turn on the notification bell. And do me a favor and share this. Share this with your friends, your family. Share it with your dog and your cat. Maybe even the mouse that crawls at night through your floors and your walls. Because I want this platform to be able to reach hundreds to thousands of people and not touch people like you wanted to say on the tester video.
It was a tester.
Yeah.
That was my first time being on camera. So
yeah. Oh, I'm glad I could pop your cherry.
Thank you so much.
You're the camera cherry. Let me just clarify that.
Yeah. We're turning that into a short clip real quick
before I start getting reamed for that.
Oh, this is short
clip.
clip.
Now we're talking about Babe and cherries. Here we go. But
Gonna need another bottle of that. That's some good stuff.
yeah, I mean, we got a lot of bottles here. I think the next one I want to open up is this Johnny Walker Black Label. There's also Tin Cup.
Tin Cup's gonna be a
Yeah,
good one,
Tin
too.
Cup. And then we have the Kentucky Straight rye whiskey here.
Mhm.
I'm pretty excited about that one. And also the Bushmills Black Bush. I think
been-
that's going to be another good one, too.
I've been looking into the Bushmills.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
So I'm waiting to crack open this Jack Daniels right here, the old time distillery. I'm waiting to crack that open. My computer just died, so if it's not one thing today, it's another. But
It's
listen,
kind of how our day's been going. It's okay
yeah,
though.
but listen,
It's a bad moment, not a bad day.
exactly. And for all y'all that thinking you're always having a bad day, I always want you to think of this: is that no matter how bad the day gets, it's just the moments that are bad. It's not the day. Yeah, our moments might get. Will you turn that crap off?
I forgot about it. I'm sorry.
Good
I didn't know it
grief,
was
man.
midnight.
I even turned off my phone this time.
So did I.
Man,
I just forgot about the watch.
Lord. But like I was saying before, Mr. Interrupt over here with his little beep 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 beep. You never have a bad day. Now you might have the moments that seem like they last forever, but if you look back at it, you just have the bad moments. That's it. And a lot of people understand that a bad moment, whether it be the beginning of the morning or wherever, they think their day's ruined. Don't let it ruin your day. It's still a good day. You're breathing. And what I always say to people when it's like, "Hey, how you been?" It's like, "I'm doing good." What I say is, as long as I'm 6 feet above ground and I'm below the clouds, it's a beautiful day. You know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But yeah, man, I'm. It doesn't matter how hard life hits you. It's another day. You're still breathing, and you just keep on moving forward, man. Life is life.
You just look at it and say, "Hit harder." I'm still standing.
Yep. And what me and Justin kind of talked about today, and unfortunately, it's not, going to be posted. But it doesn't matter how many times that you fall. It matters how many times you get back up. So you could fall 7 times, but as long as you get up the 8th time, you're good. And that's another thing about being an entrepreneur and stuff like that. Like I'm a freshly new entrepreneur in this side of the world of broadcasting, podcasting, making skits, stuff like that. I've never done this before. This is out of my realm. You gotta get used to being uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Embrace the uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's kind of the way I've been doing things lately.
because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a camera guy. I'm not a camera guy. I don't like now. If I gotta take pictures for my check-ins, or if I'm in the gym and I have a nice pump and stuff like that, I'm gonna
It's
take a
not the
picture.
same.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same. So I'm hoping this angle is a good angle of me because I don't know. I don't really care. But yeah, man. Today was in lack of terms, a shit show. I went to go upload our video that we made yesterday, just to, get it ready for next week. So I had a video, hour and 44 minutes, I was cutting it down, and there was no audio, so that was trash. Then Justin, I do apologize, Justin. I know you came over here and everything else, and we were excited to make this part 2. And dude, there were so many good parts in that, and I can't use none of it because there's no voice. I'm just so mad at myself. I apologized to him like at least 5 times. I just felt so bad because he had plans with his wife and he took the time out of his day. And that's the biggest thing too, is like I hate wasting people's time. Because if you look at it, it's like you don't get the time back. You don't get time back. Time is against us. Like
Time is an essence.
there's
man.
not enough time in the day. And it just sucks. It sucks. But this is the life. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect at this. Now, am I learning to become at least decent at it? Absolutely. And I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. I'm learning how to work the camera, work this Rodecaster Pro 2, which is very difficult. Let me tell you, if y'all have not messed with a Rodecaster Pro 2 or a Rodecaster period, there is like 300 buttons on this thing. Like in just the settings, and then like this little keyboard has like 12 just itself, or 16, whatever the case may be, and it has like different noises and stuff, um, which is pretty cool. It was expensive, but it was pretty cool though. Yeah, dude. Here we are. Man, I just feel so bad now because like I wasted his time and day and everything. I was like, dang.
Yeah,
Like,
you had me freaking out. I was on my way back from Texas,
oh,
and you're
dude.
like, "I need you tonight on the podcast," and I was like, "What's going
Yeah,
on?"
and
I'll explain when you get home. What do you mean?
yeah. So, and for some of y'all that don't know, Dakota just moved into the house yesterday. He was living in my apartment, so I was looking at buying a house for 6 months or something like that. Thanks to Cassie, great realtor here out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Um, she she was patient with me. I've been looking at houses for maybe, I'll be honest with you, probably a good 3 years
You're a
while I've been
very
here.
indecisive person when it
Yeah,
comes to a big purchase,
and
which is a good aspect.
I never been able to find a house that I've truly loved.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I found this home, I was like, oh, this is it. It's a 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 2 car garage, and it has a 10-foot privacy fence. This is my compound. So, um, thankful for her for sure. But
It was crazy how the times lined up of you buying a house and the house I had that lease ended, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take over your apartment. I
yeah,
got
and
you,
you ended,
buddy."
yeah, thank goodness you did, because they won 4,000 for me to take out. I'm like, what? Just to end my lease. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
holy cow! I was like, listen, it's not that I don't have the money, it's that I don't want to spend that just to get out of a home
Yeah,
or
like
out of.
that's
And
wasting
let me tell you
money.
something. This apartment was the size of my bedroom.
I noticed that the other day.
Yeah, this apartment was the size of my bedroom. It was
Mm-mm,
not big at all.
mm-mm.
Like, my bathroom was a quarter. My bathroom right now is a quarter of the size of my apartment, which is insane. Like,
It's
it
like
was
the
very
size of
tiny.
the kitchen.
And for if y'all follow me on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about, because I made a TikTok of, whenever I went through a really hard time for a few months there, and I'll dive into that here in a minute. But uh, and when I say I'm gonna dig into it, this is where, if you guys want to learn about me, know who I am and stuff like that, and what kind of person I am, this is gonna be the portion that you want to really sit down and listen to. Make sure you grab yourself some whiskey though too. It's it's what you need here. We're at the bar.
Yeah.
And anyway, um 700 and some square footage. And so I made the video on TikTok about it, and I'm about to make a video for the house. So 725 square foot for a little apartment that's the kitchen, the bedroom, the living room, and the bathroom, and then the laundry room.
In the walk-in closet.
Yeah, and a little pantry closet for, your broom and your vacuum, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very small, very small. And now I bought a house, and it's 2,500 plus square foot, 5 bedroom, 3 bath. It's a lot of rooms that I don't know what to deal with, or do with,
Mm-hmm.
But I have two beautiful children, and they both have their own bedrooms and stuff like that. I actually turned one of these 5 bedrooms into the podcast room. This is where we're at now. So, and we both had the idea. It was like, hey, he's like, I brought this idea to you. I was like, man, I think I'm going to do this podcast. And you're like, do it. What's the worst that can happen? And I talked to some other people at work and stuff like that. And they're like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you should do that. It's going to be successful. And I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to not be in that, like, what am I trying to say here? I'm not trying to be in that position where I'm wanting that instant gratification, because when I get to that point, I'm like, why is this not working? Why is this not working? Let me tell you something. I woke up this morning at 53 subscribers, and I was so happy. So happy, bro.
That's what I'm talking
I was
about.
like, listen, it might just be 53, but that's 53 people that I get to reach out to. And if one of these stories I tell, or one of these stories that my guest or somebody says,
Mm-hmm.
and they relate to it, at least it's reaching out to them, and maybe it can possibly help them out. Um, and that's the whole reason for this podcast.
Oh,
I'm just here to have fun. I love what I do for a living. I'm a cop, you know, and I try to be really good and proficient at what I do for that lifestyle. And I also bodybuild, I woodwork, I remodel, and now like everybody's talking to me and telling me that I should look into interior designing. I guess I have kind of a niche for that. So we'll see though. I just keep on coming up with new ideas,
hear me out.
and hear me out. And next is gonna be the waterfall and just a walkway.
Yeah.
So, and everybody's like, waterfall. Yeah. Listen, your boy here, whenever I get an idea, I go through with the idea and I see what happens. If I don't like it at the end, I tear it all down. And
Yeah, it's kind of what's going on with the planters we built.
yeah, so we built like 6.5 foot long planters and put trees in the center of them with white rock and stuff like that. It was a good idea. I like it. So I'm gonna take out that middle one, and obviously that's where I'm gonna put the waterfall, and it's gonna be an interior waterfall, and it's gonna be cool. So I was looking at the Japanese waterfall mister thing, or whatever, on YouTube, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Japanese waterfall, and it's gonna come with like videos of these small glass bowls that have live trees in them and like mist, and it just looks like it's majestic. Needless to say, yeah, and it's like lava rock and stuff like that, and
It's gonna be cool.
some kind of like Japanese rock or something like that. I don't even know.
We need to figure out what we're gonna do with the bucket of white rock.
Yeah, we have a lot of white rock out there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Very pretty.
Nowhere to put it though. That's all right. We'll
Just figure it out.
Yeah, put it in like the flower bed whenever I tear it up. So
Yeah, do that.
another thing that I am looking at doing for the recent events and stuff like that, including, I mean, y'all know I'm a veteran. I'm very patriotic. I love my country, and I love everybody who served the country and everything else and did good for the country. But I'm looking at getting like a 25-foot flagpole for the front. I want to do 50, but they're like $4,000 for just the pool itself, and it was like a full like steel pool,
Like a real one.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like, let me just go somewhere and let me just take a freaking telephone pole from like one of the metal telephone poles that they're putting up on the side of the road.
We could just easily go to the metal shop, go get the pole ourselves.
No, I'm not doing that. It's not gonna be janky. It's gonna be like a full, like it's
all
gonna
we gotta
be.
do is just get the cable, the
No,
thing.
I'm gonna tell you no. No,
hey, we look at it. We can build it. I'm just saying.
We could build it, sure.
We've built a lot of things,
but I'm not doing it.
We chopped up a $14,000 bike.
Yeah, well, yeah,
looks great.
Yeah,
hear me out.
And no, I'm not hearing you out on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one professionally made and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have somebody actually come out
for what it's for. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this adventure. That's for sure. That new home, new little niche I got, little building and stuff like that, and a little podcast and everything else. And I'm excited, dude. This is fun so far, and we're just creating memories now. And that's all it's all about. But I'm just one of them. It's always an idea, and that's something that me and Justin talked about on the prior podcast. Is like, you can have the ideas and everything else. Ideas are great. It's what you do with those ideas. Whether you actually put those ideas from your brain to reality. And I know Andrew Tate talks about this too. And you and I both, like, we both follow Andrew. Great. I find him a great guy, a good mentor and stuff like that. But it's like the ideas you have are just ideas. It's a matter of what you do with those ideas is what counts. And a lot of people, everybody has these ideas like, oh, I want to go start this business and stuff like that.
Go do it.
But I don't have the money or anything else like that. Like, I need, guidance and stuff. And maybe this is going to be the podcast that can maybe put a fire underneath their ass and, light it up and be, hey, do this, because I want to do this for 5 years and I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know where to start. So what I did, I started reaching out to the people that knew what they did or knew what they were doing and stuff. Like, I had to get a hold of Jordan, who knows the cameras. I got a hold of Justin, who knows about business and stuff like that. Chat GPT a little bit here and there, try to learn things. I reached out to some gas stations, like Evans Gas Station, who provide all this liquor and everything else. And big shout out to them. Ray's Lounge too. So, and just shout out to everybody who has helped me with this process, because this was a dream of mine and it's been nothing but successful in my eyes right now. So, excuse me.
We're both having that issue right
Yeah,
now.
I had it earlier. I don't know. Like it's just I don't know if it's the Coca Cola
Like
that's
I
doing it to
started
me.
counting how many times we keep doing this.
Yeah,
I'm up to 7.
that's
You're at
weird.
like 12.
That's weird.
It's probably the Coca-Cola,
That's weird.
or it's what we eat for
The
dinner.
the fact that hey, that dinner was pretty good.
It was. I didn't know you could cook food like that. Normally it's
Yeah.
just steak or chicken and
So
rice. So to get an actual meal was pretty cool.
yeah, usually it is steak and rice, but today was like a little cheat meal for like a carb up for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, dude, I to believe it or not, I wanted to go to culinary school before I joined the military. I wanted to go like a technical college and learn culinary arts. So that was something I wanted to do, and I can tell you right now, me and knives don't play around. I always somehow find a way to cut myself. I never cut towards myself. It's just somehow like, dude, I have scars on my fingers just from the sharpness of my knives. Like, oops,
Oh no.
yeah, oh no, Band-Aid. So, but yeah, man, you got any future plans or anything for the next year or two?
Well, I wanna move to Arkansas, where my daughter lives.
Yeah,
It's one of the goals I have.
yeah. How's she doing?
Oh, dude, growing like a weed.
Growing like a weed.
I'm telling you, if she was drinking strawberry milk, they're making it a miracle grow.
Really?
That girl is like 4'5". She is tall.
It's been a few years since I got to see her.
Yeah, they came down a couple months ago for her mom and her bonus dad. Great guy, love him to death. I see him as a brother. They came down for their anniversary, so I rode the bike up to Toledo Bend, went and seen them, and didn't even recognize my own daughter. And I just seen her a month prior.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
she growing.
What are you doing? Quit growing.
So for the ones that don't know, your daughter has a disability.
Hmm.
What exactly is it?
It's a SCN2A, which is a mutated epileptic gene. So what
Okay.
happens is a gene from me, gene from the mother, they collided, didn't agree, and
Yeah.
mutated and created the SCN2A gene, which for her instance was seizures every day.
Yeah.
She was in the NICU for the first 3 months of her life in a medically induced coma because it was just constant seizures. So keeping her asleep was the best thing to do. Once she woke up, seizures were still there. Finally got with a neuro, got the medicine that she needed, all that good. Excuse me, all that good stuff. But she's been doing great. Hasn't had any seizures in. Well, she's about to be turning 6 in November. So for the last about 5.5 years, no seizures.
Really?
But does have autistic traits
Yeah.
because of the special needs aspect of it. But in all honesty, she wouldn't be who she was without it.
Yeah.
Like
She's
just,
unique.
She's unique, a
I love
bundle
her.
of joy.
I love her.
And if she recognizes your voice, you like if you
Yeah.
say, "Well, how you doing, turkey butt?" lights up
Yeah.
like nothing else in the world matters.
I miss
anymore.
her.
Dude. I
It's-
miss her so much.
It's been a few years for me since I've seen her. You always send me pictures and stuff when you go visit,
Hmm.
and I haven't got to see her in a hot minute. So
Yeah, I'm gonna see when the next time they're coming down
yeah,
and see if they'll come because they
yeah.
have
I mean,
a
I'll take
store
y'all
up
out to
there.
dinner or something like that.
Well,
That'd be cool.
they got a store out there, and so they get all their ingredients from here. Like they sell everything from Louisiana and Arkansas. They're
Really?
like giving them the Cajun tour or whatever they do.
Yeah.
And so they come down here and pick up shipments all the time. So the next time they come down, they're like, "Hey, y'all come swing by the house real quick, come hang out. We'll go out to eat, and you'll get to meet Justin. Great guy,
Yeah.
dude. He stepped up so quick and easy.
That's good too, because like sometimes like you gotta think like a lot of these families who they split apart for ungodly reasons or whatever. Sometimes the cordialness or whatever that word is just isn't there.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
the guy will be jealous or he doesn't want you to communicate
Yeah,
with the mom and stuff like that. And
he understands. Like me and my daughter's mom,
yeah,
best friends.
yeah,
Dude, I'll randomly call her just to bug her, and she's like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I just want to bother you today." She goes,
well-
"Okay, that's cool."
that's
And
cool.
then we'll just talk about random stuff, and then
Yeah.
I'll call Rain that night, and I'll talk to Justin. We'll be on the phone for about an hour. Great guy. Like it's probably the most ideal co-parenting relationship
Yeah,
I think anybody could have or want.
yeah,
'Cause I love it. But me and her mom were best friends beforehand. We're still best friends now. We just knew, hey,
Just wasn't working.
Just ain't working. We can't do it. Let's just go back to being friends. Now we just got a kid.
Yeah.
And it's great because we communicate about everything we need to. Like, Rain's got a doctor's appointment for neuro. I'm told 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So if I want to go, I can, but I'm always working. It always happens when I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't be there. Darn.
Yeah.
So then I get phone calls, but it's really nice. But yeah, no, I'll ask them the next time they're coming down. I'll
That'd be
call
cool.
her. I'll call tomorrow and ask. They want to make a trip down here, and we'll all
Yeah.
go eat or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Whenever I come
Yeah,
back offshore,
I'd love to see her. It's been so long since I got to see her, and
you're just gonna freak you out.
yeah, I know.
Because the last time you
she's
seen her, she
grown.
was like this tall.
Yeah,
Now she's taller than this table.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
Good
She's
for
got to quit growing.
Yeah, well,
She's got to quit growing.
now she needs to keep growing for sure.
I missed a little baby.
Yeah,
I don't need a kid that looks like a teenager right now.
Yeah,
She's 6.
that was something growing up. Like I have 2 beautiful children of my own, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna miss these years."
I miss your daughter.
dude. What?
When I got to meet your daughter and then I almost killed her on the elliptical on accident, you were like, oh, yeah, that's daddy's buddy. And then you're like, and then you almost killed my kid.
Yeah, that was something. But she's a firecracker.
How's she doing?
She's good. She's
Yeah?
a firecracker. She's a firecracker. Needless to say, that's how I'll put it.
Little
She's
ticking time bomb.
Little ticking time bomb. My son is smart as a cookie. Let me
Come
tell
on.
you.
How old is he now?
He is about to turn 5 this month.
Wow.
Yes.
That is wild.
Yep, he's about to be 5 this month, and my daughter turns, I believe, 8 next month. Yeah. So
Where's the time gone, brother?
man, I don't. Not in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So, but they're both growing, and like I said, Dylan is so smart, and he gets that from his mom. His mom was, she was the college person.
Okay.
She got
Yeah.
the college degree and everything else. So she's pretty smart herself, and she's a very good mom. And I'm very happy that he has a mom like her. She's in the Bible all the time. She's teaching him who Jesus Christ is and everything
That's how
else.
it is with Rain's mom
Yeah.
and Justin, her bonus dad.
Yeah,
Big into church, big into the Bible. They
Yeah.
do Bible study every night. Rain sits through it, listens to it.
yeah,
I love that both of our kids can have that aspect of life.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it teaches them how to grow up the proper way.
yeah. And I want, that's the one thing too, is I want my kids to understand who Jesus Christ is,
Mhm.
because I want him to be their Lord and Savior. And unfortunately, there's like a lot of things that are going on in today's world that's just ungodly, and a lot of people just think on like the fleshly things that you don't need to think on. With all that being said, I'm gonna dig in a little bit about myself. So we're already at an hour here. So if you're still watching, I appreciate y'all, and I'll put in like the little description down there, to learn about me. Go to this time, whatever, so y'all don't have to sit here through the whole hour of us just BSing about life. So I'm gonna try to make this a little quick. And I can go deeper in the detail, but for the ones that don't know, I'm Brandon Anderson, 26 years old, born in Florida, travel around the world, and then ended up in Ohio for a few years where my parents split. And I wouldn't say necessarily I came from a broken family, but my parents did split when I was 5 years old. I remember going through the custody battle, going back and forth of parents and stuff like that. To the time I was like 15 years old. And then from there, I had to grow up. I had to help my mom and everything else, help my sister. I lived with my mom for a majority of my life. And so I guess you can say I'm a mama's boy. But yeah, I had to learn really quick. I didn't get the teenage years. I had to grow up really fast and everything else. And no fault to her. It's just where we grew up in Ohio was a very tough neighborhood and stuff like that. And the income just wasn't there in the city that we lived in. And so, like I said, it's no fault to her. My parents, I love both my parents. They're very good parents. They did the best that they could, raising me up and everything else. And obviously, I went my own path. I went down the wrong path, needless to say. So, I was part of the wrong crowd, and during that, I ended up getting into fights and stuff like that from school, getting suspended from school. I I did wrestle. I did play football. I ran track. Went to state and track a few times. Um, football team. I was a running back. I was the kick returner, punt returner, strong safety, stuff like that. And not even nearly the size I am now. Like I was 130 pounds as a running back then. Let me tell you, I was fast. I just when I got hit, dude, I felt like I got hit by a brick wall every single time. And
They got
them
some
boys
bigger
don't play.
boys.
Yeah, but so I went through school and everything else. I did not graduate. A lot of people were shocked by that, but I went and got
Crazy.
my yeah. So what happened with that is I got in some big trouble. I ended up meeting this girl who's actually the mother of my daughter. Got in some big trouble and stuff like that. Uh, Spent some time incarcerated for the stupid actions uh, that I committed and was also accused of. And I kind of just took the lick of it. So there's another party that was involved with that wouldn't get in trouble and or wouldn't take the big fall because he was an adult. I was still technically a juvenile at this
Hmm.
time. I was 17 years old, so I ended up doing some time, and uh, so that all goes by. I get out and I knock up my girlfriend. That's where my daughter Infinity comes from, and beautiful, beautiful daughter. I love her. She's a little princess to me. Well, all that stuff doesn't end out well. So, you know, we split and we're just the the co-parents now. We're good and everything else, but back then it was really rough and stuff from where we grew up and differences. Like at one point I was homeless. Uh, Me and her were like living in a camper or living in a tent and stuff like that, trying to figure out what we're gonna eat the next day. And man, when I tell you that I decided when I grew up the wrong way and I went down the wrong path and I didn't understand what life was about to get like. And sure enough, whenever I spent some time away, I was like, wow, this is an eye opener. And that's why I don't live in Ohio anymore because it gives me, needless to say, it kind of gives me like PTSD of like going back every time I drive by this place when I go visit. And it's like, Lord,
Wow, I camped right there.
yeah, or like, oh, that's where I spent some of my time at. I can't get that back. And
Yeah.
it was just it was rough, dude. I tell you what. And that's when I met my son's mother, Amber, and we were together for some time. I enlisted in the military August 27th of 2020, wait, correction, 2018. So yeah, August of 27th, 2018. Um and I enlisted in the United States Army Infantry. I wanted to do the bang bang. So did the whole uh, 11 Bravo infantry boot camp and all that. Let me tell you, this.
Wanted to do that Call of Duty shit, huh?
Oh yeah, 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 exactly. So I was never. That's funny. I was never a gaming person. Like I never really played games.
Yeah.
My half brothers and stuff like that, step brothers and stuff, they played games. I just never got into it. I was either an outside kid or I was always getting in trouble. So, um, but yeah, so I enlisted, graduated, top of my class, and I got to here in Louisiana. I got to what they call Fort Johnson now. It used to be
Oh
Fort.
no, it got changed back to Fort Polk now.
Is it now
Yeah,
Fort
they
Polk?
changed it back to
That's
Fort Polk
crazy.
like
So
6 months ago.
yeah, so I get to Fort Polk and everything else. I want to say I get to Alpha Company, and I'm there for 2 weeks, and I immediately get picked up by the Scouts for battalion. So I was with the battalion Scouts for 2.5 years before I made the move to the front line and doing. I was a team leader for the fire squad, and so I did all that. So I was heads of the 240 gunners and stuff like that. The big guns, having fun. But I'll tell you what, I had so much fun in the infantry, and I had a lot of fun in the scouts. Uh, Now I will retract some of that. When I say fun, I mean we had some good times, good like camaraderie and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you put on that rucksack and it's pouring down rain
Not that much
for
fun, huh?
yeah, for ROTC and stuff like that, and you're spending 30 days out in the woods and it's pouring down rain. It's something. Let me tell you, they always find the perfect time. Like it doesn't rain for months, and they always find that perfect month that it just pours down rain every single day for 24 hours a day, and nothing is dry. So you suffer through it. I remember sleeping in like a little creek bed. Yeah, like I was so tired. I sat my ruck down. We are done like moving out and everything else, and we were holding perimeter. I sat down, and I just remember just out. I was like, I woke back up to somebody hitting me in the back of the head with their gun with a buttstock. It's like, hey man, like wake up. I was like, ah, shoot. Anyway, so I did all the cool guy stuff, shot all the snipers and everything else, 50 cal, you name it. It was really fun. And then, you know, the administration changed, and that was when I realized that it was time for me to get out. And because I can't work underneath somebody that I don't trust, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not. And
So
that's with any aspect of any job.
yeah. So if you don't trust who you work for, don't work for them
Yeah, if you
because
can't
it's
trust them
gonna
to lead you in the right direction, you know.
exactly. And luckily, I got out right in time. Um, and now as a veteran and stuff like that, I look back at like I miss the time that I had. I do.
I hear that a lot from
Yeah,
people that were in, got out, and they're like, "Man, I just want to go back because I miss the camaraderie.
yeah.
I miss the
Morale.
the morale, the trust, the
Yep.
like the family oriented
Yep.
things.
The brotherhood.
It's like times weren't great all the time,
Yep.
but when they were great,
They were great.
they outweighed.
So, so yeah, I got out in 2021, or yeah, December of 2021. I got out, and
I remember you called me
yep,
as soon as you turned in your uniform. It was like, "All right, I'm out."
yeah, because I was part of, and some of the veterans are gonna know, we call it Ghost Platoon. So I was part of Ghost Platoon for 6 months prior to my ETSing.
So what
And
is that?
so ETSing,
No, I know what ETSN is. What's the Ghost Platoon?
it's basically you're part of you're literally part of a group that does nothing realistically.
just
Like you don't show
you
up,
just
you
there.
you just hide, like
Ah,
you stay in the shadows, and
if you look busy, you are busy.
exactly. And so, and plus, like, whenever you ETS or you transition somewhere else, they have like really good programs and stuff. But you have to go get all these signatures. You got to go be part of these classes and stuff. Learn how to change from being, a military man to or woman to now a civilian.
Hmm.
So you
Go
go from
back to the
being
civilian lifestyle.
yeah, so you go from being a service member to now being a civilian, and so you got all these classes, you got to get all these financials, stuff in check, and
See,
what
I
do you?
didn't know that they did that.
So apparently, just within I don't know, I want to say maybe the last decade or something, they started doing it. I forget what they call it, but
Because I mean, y'all are told when to eat, when to
oh, it's called
sleep, when to
TAP.
work.
Yeah,
Y'all are told to do everything at a certain time, and if you don't, it's your ass.
yeah.
So civilian life, we can kind of just do whatever we
There's more
want.
leniency. Yeah,
Nobody's here to tell me, "Oh, you need to go eat food today." My stomach gonna tell me, but
yeah,
that don't mean nothing.
yeah.
I'm gonna just keep rolling. So
Exactly.
that's pretty cool that they do that, though.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it helps out a lot of people. I was gonna go in for welding, so and that's what I was gonna do was welding, but I was like,
kind of wish you would have.
yeah, dude,
Would have made chopping that bike up a little easier.
that's true. Luckily, we didn't have to weld anything. We just chopped it. But
Could have had the tools to chop it properly.
yeah, exactly. Like a
Not
torch
using
or something.
Dremel kits.
Hey, that Dremel worked.
Hey.
It went through some little pads, but it worked. So I get out and I am transitioning into the civilian life,
Hmm.
and let me tell you, it was different. It was different.
Oh, I could see it.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I had no idea, and um, I was lost. And obviously, like I was already divorced. For all you don't know, I got divorced. In I want to say like 2020, something like that. I don't even keep track anymore. But so yeah, I went through a divorce. I lived on the military post for like a year by myself, or whatever it was, and then I got out, become a civilian and stuff. And at this time, like I had the choice to go back home to Ohio and you know do what I can to not remember the bad times I did and stuff. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, a lot of the same officers that arrested me and stuff like that, or I've always gotten in trouble with, they remember who I was. So it was kind of hard to go back, and including whenever your dad's chief of police and they're like, oh, hey, he's like, your son's back. This, is he doing better? This and that, and I don't want to cause problems with the family and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to stay here. Plus, I never liked Ohio. I never liked Ohio at all. When I tell you, just a bunch of crackheads and meth heads running
And
around.
potatoes.
They'll numb you to down to you. I'm like, oh my god,
Brother.
get away from me, guy. Get away from me, okay? I don't got crack for you.
I don't have any crack in my pocket.
Yeah,
Okay?
man. Like, just get away from me. And you got a lot of them lot lizards that come around. Like, if you go park your truck somewhere, a lot lizard will come up to you. I'm like, oh, listen, this is my POV. Get away from me.
So when I was traveling for work, when I was driving to Michigan a lot, as I got further north, I started noticing there was a lot more lot lizards at the truck stops.
Yep.
I stopped going to truck stops. I didn't care if it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I found a gas station. It wasn't a truck stop.
Yeah. So anyway, get out of the military and I work for CPSO. I go to the academy, again, top of the class, one class president, and then the fitness thing. Like I always knew, like I was really good at being fit. That was just something I was good at. And I knew I come from the military, and I was a leader and stuff like that. In others' eyes, I was like a supervisor.
You
But
had the ambition.
yeah. And so like I was, I did that like class president stuff, whatnot for the academy, and it all turned out well. And then when I graduated that, I went into CPSO. I started working for CPSO, which is Calcasieu Sheriff's Department, and that's when I realized that that was not my life. I didn't want any part of that. So I was there for about a year and some change, and I had to leave. Like it was just toxic. Like if you weren't part of that clique, like I'm the type of guy that I'm not gonna deal with the BS. I'll deal with some of it, but it's like when it becomes too much and you're kind of like decharacterizing who I am as a person and stuff like that, and trying to change who I am. My morals and stuff like my morals are pretty strong. And if you try to change who I am, I'm just gonna drop you who you are. And it's just I don't want you in my life.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you're gonna bring the negativity in my life, I don't need it. And if you're trying to change who I am,
Definitely don't need it.
yeah, think twice because I'm not changing. Like
Yeah.
the military built who I am today, and
Mhm.
I had the military to thank for that. And I hold my own. I'm a grown ass man. I make my decisions. If I have the consequences at the end, then I have consequences, and I accept that. And but anyway, so I ended up leaving, and I went to I want to say the plants. I went for the plants for a little bit, and I say plants loosely. I worked for a railroad company for the plants, and so I was an engineer. I was a brakeman at first, and then I got promoted in like the first 2 months to engineer. And for some of y'all that don't know what an engineer is, for the train station world, that's the person who drives the train. They do the check it, like they check all the bells and whistles, make sure everything's good, check the brake pads, change the brake pads, whatever the case may be. Like you're part of that locomotive. That's your new vehicle.
Mhm.
And so, you're moving hundreds of tons of rail cars and stuff like that or through the yard.
How'd
And
that feel doing that?
I loved it.
Whenever
I
you would
loved it.
latch onto it and you'd feel it tug back, it's like,
Yep.
oh, here we go.
Yep. And then like you'd go to like notch 1, notch 2, notch 3, and you just hear them count cars. Like you got 10 cars, 8 cars, 6 cars, 2 cars, stop, and you stop at like 4 cars, and you just gradually,
Momentum.
you just stop, and it's like a game, dude. It's literally just a game. And then so you pull that car out, they cut it, and they go out, and they do go to the main track, drop off the car
Mhm.
that they need. I go back, and I hook back up to the same line of cars I was just at, and we reverse it, and we just put it back in the tracks.
What I found wild was you were working at that rail station you were at
Yeah,
was right outside the plant I was working at.
yeah,
I could see your truck from my office.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, Brandon's at work today. Cool.
yep, yep,
I was like, hey, no way. We work right next to each other right
yeah.
now.
So, um, so I did that for I want to say maybe a year, and then some things happened. Um, Unfortunately, I did take I took full responsibility, and I'll be the first to admit I typically don't. If I didn't do it, I'm not going to be taking the responsibility for it. But I had a really good friend who I worked with. I got to really know and stuff like that. Came close to him and his family, and there was a mistake made on the train tracks, and we end up tipping like 14 cars. And you're talking about like VCMs, and you're talking about some rail cars that hold some some like I don't know, like gases and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
that are very explosive and stuff like that, and combustible and everything. Well, we ended up crashing the train, and there's like 14 rail cars or something like that that fall off the tracks, and they're on their side. That the whole company has to bring in all these out of towners that put all the and believe it or not, so the rail cars are sitting they just sit on top
They just
of
pick them up, set them down.
so they just sit on top of the tracks. Like so
Hmm.
the actual wheels and stuff like that and the framing, they're not the carts and stuff are not attached to that. They're laid up on top. So they can just pick them up and and now you just got the tracks. That's it. Yeah. So that was the first time I learned about that. They're not actually attached to the rail car itself.
You would definitely think they'd be attached
Yeah.
with something, a
Yeah.
come along or,
Something.
you know,
But it's not.
hmm,
And so
a little dangerous.
this literally happened just at the beginning of the shift, and we all had to do drug tests and stuff like that, and we all obviously passed, but it was down to the wire. Like it was such a big crash that some ways ass was grass, and I knew who it was because I heard him talking. So I was like, I'm not gonna let this happen. It's like
Yeah.
I'm about to leave anyway because I want to go back to Lake Charles. Like I want to go become a cop again, and so I took full responsibility of it, even though it wasn't even me. Um, I didn't want to see him get fired.
Yeah.
He was a good friend of mine. He always had my back. I always had his. He always helped me out when I needed help, and so I took the full responsibility of it. And he still currently has a job and everything else there. I believe he still works there. Um, and kudos to him. I'm happy. He loves where he's at. He makes good money and stuff. And I was leaving anyway. I was like, hey, I'm gonna put my week in. And it wasn't even 2 weeks. Like I quit. And I just walked out. And they're like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I signed some paperwork and stuff like that. Say, hey, this is me. This is what happened. Blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. Anyway, so I get done there, and I seen this post, or my bad. I go to Phillips 66. I become a tradesman and electrician. So I do that for a little bit. I realize that me and electricity do not play along. And if y'all ever seen anybody get evaporated by electricity, that's a real thing. Just go look up on YouTube or something like that. Somebody getting evaporated by electricity. And when I tell you, it's crazy and scary at the same time where you got to have like a 20-foot pole just to throw down a switch. Yeah, it was, needless to say, it wasn't quite for me. I'm like, I like my life, and I don't want to be like, oh, flash. Oh, hi, Jesus. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
that's not necessarily what I want. So,
Don't need to see the bright light before you see the bright light.
exactly.
You know?
So, a good friend of mine posted, he worked at Lake Charles Police Department. He used to work at the Sheriff's Department. I worked with him at the Sheriff's Department. And then, some time went by, and then he's working at LCPD now, Lake Charles Police Department. And I seen him post on Facebook the hiring events. And I'm like, I wonder. At this time, I'm engaged and stuff. I'm like, I post on there. I was like, I'm interested possibly. And the next thing you know, I got flooded with messages. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not being a cop again, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but hear me out.
Hear me out.
And so, sure enough,
We got to get that sign made and put it somewhere in this room. The "Hear Me Out" sign.
Hear me out. So, sure enough, I go through the hiring process and stuff. And I tell you what, the one thing that stuck with me is they asked me this question is like, why do you want to be a cop again? And I get the same answer every time is because the uniform gives me a sense of purpose.
Mhm.
And that was one thing that I had in the military was a sense of purpose. And I will always use that answer because it's the truth. And it's just who I am. That uniform gives me when I put that uniform on, it's a different level of respect. It's a different level of who I am as a person.
That's how you hold yourself.
Yeah. And I hold myself a lot higher as a standard for who I am as a person whenever I put that uniform on. It's not like an ego thing. I mean, obviously a little bit of it is, of course. I mean, everybody has an ego, but it's like just one of them things that make you feel good. When you put that uniform, it makes you feel good. And that's why I work all the time too. But so I go through the hiring process and I started working at Lake Charles Police Department. I've been here for almost 2 years now, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love where I'm at and everything else. And obviously, I skipped a lot in my life, but this is just I don't want
Hit it
this
with the brief facts.
exactly. So who I am as a person and stuff. Um, and so all that stuff, that's kind of who I am. And now I'm still currently working at Lake Charles Police Department for now and seeing where it goes. Like I said, I'm going on a trip to Colorado coming up here in October.
I'm
and
excited for you to go to that town, dude.
Yeah,
You're gonna love it. It's beautiful up there.
is it, man? So I'm a mountain guy. I am a mountain guy. And for the people in Louisiana, I'm sorry. I'm not here to bash on you, okay?
Oh no,
But
go ahead, because we
but
do it ourselves.
but here's the thing. I'm not a seafood guy. And I picked the wrong state to stay at.
So
Because
we eat.
because I can go to any restaurant and they're gonna have seafood. And I'm just like when Justin was here today and we shot the podcast that's useless now. Yeah. He's like, hey, my wife made crawfish etouffee. I'm like, what's crawfish etouffee?
Brother, you should have ate some.
No. It's crawfish. No.
You should have ate it.
No.
Come
Mm-mm.
on.
So now I'm going to go to Colorado and where it's more northern food, and I'm hoping it's going to be better food. And I'm gonna be honest, all y'all Louisiana people, let me tell you, y'all have the same spices, and y'all add about a pound of spices to all your food. I've learned that.
Tastes good though, doesn't it?
I mean, if my mouth ain't on fire, my asshole is in a little bit. So it's just like it's one of the two that you just gotta kind of pick.
We like flavor, man.
Well, yeah, flavor goes good going in, but when it goes out, it's just like that's a different
It's
type
the
of feel.
consequences of eating good food.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's the
Including the
consequences.
amount of sodium. So like I had crawfish before. I have had crawfish before. And don't get me wrong, I'll eat fish. Like I'll eat a white fish. But whenever it comes to you gotta pick the poop shoot or whatever out of the crawfish butt, and I'm just like, I don't know about all that. So it's just not for me. I'm not gonna tear apart a tail and then take out the poop and then eat. I'm good. That's not who I am.
Just eat it.
That's disgusting.
You'll be all right.
That I'm thinking about you different now. That's disgusting.
Man, you gotta done. It takes 2 seconds to peel a crawfish and eat it. You just learn to grow past it and just eat it and call it a day.
That's disgusting.
It's not that
Okay.
bad.
So
It's not that bad.
okay. So now I'm gonna look for somebody else to get on this podcast. Because this guy likes to eat shit. Okay. There's many things I'll eat. Now I'll eat Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, 100%.
If you don't know what that is, just look it up.
100%. Hey, so actually,
I bet you would. Never mind. Go ahead.
calm it down.
Go ahead.
Go to Windsor. There is it's known as like a biker bar restaurant.
Yeah.
Famous for Rocky Mountain oysters.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Famous. It's the person that we know up there, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's right there in Windsor. Look, there's going to be a bunch of bikes out front. There's normally 40 bikes just sitting there. Everybody's in there eating. And their famous thing is Rocky Mountain oysters.
That's crazy.
And they come out in baskets.
Interesting.
Very good. When I found out, it devastated me. Not going to lie to you. Because, tastes like chicken. Texture's like chicken. The way that place makes it, it literally feels like you're eating like a chicken tender almost. And then they were like, oh, you know what these are? And I was like, no. And then they told me. And I said, what? I was 12.
Yeah.
I said, what?
I am now traumatized.
I was. But I'll go back and eat them again. They were good, dude.
Oh Lord.
They
But
got this secret sauce. It's amazing.
the secret sauce.
The secret sauce. It's pretty good. It's kind of like, you know how you do like ketchup, mustard, mayo with a little bit of Tony's?
What?
Crawfish dip.
That's disgusting.
Bro, look, you got to
That's,
learn.
No, bro.
You live
That's
here, you got to
disgusting.
learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to make my steak in 3 different ways, and I'm gonna enjoy my steak while you're eating shit over there. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you trying to.
Hey,
Have
you've
me
been
try
here
new
long
things.
enough. You gotta try some new things.
Yeah, I've been here
brother.
for 6 years, and I'm still not. No.
How'd you feel if we did a shrimp bowl?
No.
It's shrimp. It's good.
No. I don't like the smell. I can eat sardines. which is crazy.
And you don't like the
So,
smell of shrimp?
so that's crazy, right?
What is wrong with
I
you?
can eat sardines with like some saltine crackers, but I cannot have
Those
shrimp.
smell like shit.
I wouldn't say they smell like shit.
You're a liar.
No,
They smell awful.
no, I'm not gonna say they smell like roses. I mean,
They smell awful.
they do smell bad.
You know when somebody opens a can of sardines. You don't know when somebody's eating shrimp. Bull shrimp.
Listen, when you don't eat it every day, you're gonna know.
That's a
Okay?
good point.
But shrimp has
good
that
point.
smell. Fish has a smell.
It's that gamey smell to them.
I don't know what you would call it, but
It's a something.
it don't smell good. Okay, and it's not getting cooked in this house.
Well, no, not in the house. It's outside the house.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah,
Just when I
so
thought you were cool.
don't even. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to Colorado. See, I'm gonna go to their police department, Fort Collins Police Department.
be good for
I'm
you,
gonna
dude.
kind of just see what they have to offer and everything else. And I mean, like I said, I ain't in no rush or anything else. Ain't nothing holding me down here in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Mhm.
I love where I work, and I love who I work with, and the training here is unbelievable. And if you're looking to get a job, if you're looking to become a cop and everything else and make a difference in this world, I highly suggest you go to Lake Charles Police Department. The training is impeccable. The people are amazing. Yeah, you got your
You got the few crowd in there.
yeah, you got some of the people that they'll stab you in the back, but that's every
gonna-
single job.
You're gonna have that everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not even at work. You
What
can have
really
that in
sucks
life.
whenever it's a supervisor and they're like, "You're doing something I don't like." Oh, my bad.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, let me make a video about you. Oh wait, I already did. Then I posted in the group chat. Now the whole PD knows about you because you wanted to lie, play around. That's what happens when you when you play around with the
Mhm.
wrong person. And I think, and this isn't an ego thing. I think a lot of people at the PD understand that I'm grateful enough to know that everything I've worked for and everything,
You have.
and I have built up a good enough foundation for myself to where I do this for fun now.
Yeah.
And like I literally work at the PD for fun. And I think people are starting to realize I'm the one guy that will say what's on my mind. And it does get me in trouble. I'll be honest with you, it does get me in trouble. But I do I've kind of leaned back a little bit because I've had Justin, I have Bro, I had my Sergeant Gaspard. They all talk to me and stuff like, hey man, like kind of simmer down. 'Cause I did want to I still do want to join like SWAT team or K9 or something like that.
Mhm.
And
I think that'd be good for you.
yeah,
Gives you that a little bit more of an edge. You know?
exactly. And so I'm just trying to lean back a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that people understand now that I'm just the guy that's going to say something. Like if you try to tell me the wrong thing, like say, hey, it's like you're doing this or whatever, or like what happened just 2 weeks ago when I was falsely accused of doing something and got written up for it. I posted a video about it, not on social media or anything, but in the group
Yeah.
chat on Shift, and it was corrected really fast. That investigation immediately stopped
Mhm.
because it was false allegations, and that officer knows who he is. And I had a lot of respect for him until he did that. But it was very disrespectful. Like you're a supervisor, I would expect you to do the investigations and like you're supposed to. But
Like,
needless
do it
to
by
say,
the book.
yeah,
You know?
needless to say though, maybe we all have our faults and stuff like that, and no fault to him. I don't hold grudges or anything. I already got what I had on my chest out,
Mhm.
and I still like the guy. He's still a decent supervisor and everything else, and um, I try not to let that bad moment that I had ruin what I built or what I plan on doing in the future. And so yeah, I mean, even with the BS of everyday life and stuff like that, I would still suggest going and working. If you want to be a cop, going and working at Lake Charles Police Department. I love it. I enjoy the adrenaline rush. Just a few weeks ago, we just got shot at. It's
Yeah.
whatever it may be, like whether it be a barricade subject or somebody in some kind of domestic violence, or somebody wants to throw hands and you're throwing hands next to them, just like, hey man, it's like you kind of get your ass whooped. And now I've lost a fight or two, not as a police officer, but I've lost a fight or two in my life, and I know when to pick a fight and when not to pick a fight. And whenever you outweigh me and you're 6'5", and you outweigh me, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna tase you if you don't comply. So, I'm not gonna pick a battle that I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So, but
It
anyway,
comes with wisdom.
wisdom's
It
key,
comes with wisdom.
and bourbon gives me more wisdom. A little bit of whiskey,
Yeah, yeah.
Here soon, I'm gonna get a like a little mixing station,
Oh, that'd be cool, dude.
and we gonna do like little testers and stuff like that.
So when I was telling you about that 10 cup,
Yeah.
perfect for making like a, I wouldn't say it's a martini, but it's the same aspects,
Mhm.
but it's the style of cup you put it in, and there's like one extra additive. 10 cup is perfect for it. I made one out of it. It was like a blackberry. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
When you crack that open, I'd love to be here for it because I have the recipe on my phone.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I got you. I'm also going to be getting a couch. I think I'm going to be on this side of the wall and stuff. And so we're going to have people in here and stuff, and they can kind of like chat in if they need to or whatever,
Mhm.
kind of like flow with it. But man, we're already going an hour and 33 minutes, and it is currently 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So, man, I appreciate you getting on this podcast
Dude.
at last minute.
Dude, thanks for having me, honestly.
Unfortunately, it's just I'm learning about this, and I told the viewers and everything else that every Friday I'm going to upload, and I plan on, holding that to myself.
Mhm.
Like, hey, this is what I told the people. This is what I'm gonna give the people. So
I'm not gonna lie, you had me a little nervous when you texted me, said, "Where you at?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Crossing state line. Need you on the podcast."
Yeah,
Stomach
So
hit my ass. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm about to get in trouble. Oh no.
So I'm trying to give the people what they want,
Yeah.
and so I not necessarily promised them, but I told them I'm going to do every Friday. So I'm going to try to do every Friday.
mhm.
Obviously, if life happens, life happens.
Sometimes
And-
you can't,
Yeah, and
It happens.
Yeah, and I'll post about it and stuff. But for everybody watching, I just want to say thank you for watching everything else. And if you've made it this far, give me a thumbs up in the comments, or just comment something random or something that you want to see on this podcast. Don't do anything stupid or say anything stupid. You don't need to be canceled, or I don't need to be canceled.
Yeah, we don't need cancel culture around here, guys.
No, please don't. However, if you shoot us some drinks ideas or something like that, of maybe we can like try different drinks. I kind of just drink mine I'll drink it straight on the rocks, or I'll do just some Coca-Cola or something with Sprite and some lime. But if you made this far and everything else, drop down what your favorite drink is, and we're gonna try it.
Oh, absolutely.
So
some people got some wild mixtures, but they're good.
yeah. So again, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you to Evans Gas Station on Ryan Street. He's also part of Ray's Lounge. And thank you to the people who was, there to support me to make this happen, and the people who continue to support me. Thank you, Dakota, for being the little co-host today and being a part of this podcast and helping me build what a dream of mine was, and now it's into
Absolutely,
reality.
brother.
And with that being said, if you have a dream and you know you want to do it, just go and do it. Do not hold back.
Don't be scared of failure.
Do not be worried about failure. I have failed. I have 2 recordings of total of 3.5 hours that have failed because I did not check something. It happens. We're not perfect. Okay.
We're human.
Exactly. Practice makes not perfect, but close. So you don't want to be perfect at something, because then you can never learn.
You'll never learn.
But
Practice makes solutions
exactly. Yeah.
and
that's true.
examples.
That's true. But again, thank you, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Go subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you made it this far, I really do appreciate you. Let me know that you made it this far. And also share this. Go to my TikTok page, my Instagram, my Facebook, the YouTube shorts, stuff like that, and share them. Share them with your friends. Share them with your family. Share them with your dog, for all I care.
Share them with the cousin Bob you got down the street. Share it with everybody.
If somebody has a cousin Bob, let me know. I'm gonna cash out you $25. Now I want proof, though.
Yeah, you need
I want proof.
birth certificate proof or driver's license.
Yeah. So don't make up no AI stuff, because I will look that up. I am a cop. So
Chat GPT.
I am a cop, so I will find out. So Now, this is only good for 24 hours from Friday. So I'm not going to be sending $25 out the rest of my life on this podcast. Okay. So let's just make that clear. So
24 hours. So what time is it right now? It is.
it's 1 a.m.
Let's do 1 a.m. 1 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
24-hour span. There
Yep.
we go.
So, again, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for the support and the growing support. We are going to make this big, and I'm going to make sure this podcast continues becoming successful. I'm going to learn new things. I'm going to continue failing, but I'm going to continue being successful at the same time. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times that you fall, and it just matters how many times you get back up and you keep on pushing through.
Every time.
So appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace. That was good.